Welcome back, everybody. I go by the name of Captain Cheese, and welcome to my channel if this is your first time. Today I'm dropping another video on Marvel's Avengers. Been putting a lot of hours into this game. I'm at about 30 hours so far, just switching back between this and Apex. I will be dropping an Apex video this week, so go ahead and take a look out for that. Might possibly post it the same day as these Marvel's Avengers videos that I've been doing. So this mission is called Our Town, and I'm playing online. So I'm doing the Avengers Initiative, playing with some other people. This is a really fun and long mission that you can do. So as you can kind of see, we had some technical difficulties going on when we first started this match. The game is still a little bit glitchy, but just restarting your checkpoint will go ahead and redo everything, and hopefully your teammates stay and you guys complete the mission. So right now we're just fast forwarding through. We've already restarted to the last checkpoint, which is the beginning of the map, and everything seems to be running now. So this one is a little extensive. There are a few side little missions in here. If you guys haven't played already, you do kind of have like an insight mode where if you press the up directional like I just did, you'll be able to see the other sections that you can go to, which will either have chests or a super opponent that will drop better loot. Little things like that, or you can save Inhumans as well. So those are the little side missions. So this one, it looks like we're just trying to find a chest, and there's those 4 lights on the wall there behind me. If you guys haven't played, I'll show you kind of what you need to look for when you're doing this, because in the beginning it's kind of hard and you kind of just figure it out as you play. So we're just trying to take down some enemies right now. Nice little finisher. Sometimes the finishers, don't kill them. Just depending on how strong you are, it will, but I'm not that strong. I think Captain America I have is only like about... Actually, I think right now he's like close to 50, if not 50 already. So there's one of the things we have to hit. There's another one. And some of the other 2 can get a little lost. So if you play similar maps like this, they'll all be kind of in the same similar spot. You kind of just have to look out for it. I believe we did open the doors, and yep, so it's a down floor. Break those pretty easily. Go ahead and get the loot. And I've said this in the past with some other Marvel's Avengers gameplay. You should stick as a group if you're playing with friends. If you're playing with randoms, sometimes I know that gets a little bit harder because some people just want to complete the mission, get that out of the way and then move on to the next. Me, just depending on how much time I have, I'll like to go and do the side missions, which is what I'm doing now. Playing multiplayer games. A lot of people still don't use mics, so it's kind of hard to tell them like, hey, like I'm gonna go over this way and get this, that, and that. But regardless, if your teammates do enter a position where they need the whole team to regroup, they can still start it and it'll automatically take me with them. So you don't have to be worried about, not being able to get to where your teammates are. If there's a certain checkpoint that they hit and they need you guys to assemble, it'll go ahead and do that automatically. So here we're just trying to free this Inhuman, and that will go back to the anthill. And the anthill is just another like safe passage, safe house with obviously like Ant-Man and all that. So it looks like I just did that by myself. Like I said, other teammates can do what they want when they want. They don't get the same loot as me unless they're there. But that's just how it is. No, there's my teammates. Maybe they were with me. I couldn't tell. The game's kind of weird. I wish it had like at least like a small little mini map. I think that would actually work out better for the game. versus just using your up directional, like your eccentric, I believe they call it, if that's what it's called. Kind of just tells you like where the next items are. Oh yeah, you gotta watch out for that up top. Almost did a wall run right there too. So this one, I kind of know where they are. I played a different mission, I think before this, and I kind of know where they're located. So I think I should be able to, but you can't climb. Oh, that's so stupid. Jesus, there's like 5 of them there. So yeah, I kind of know what I'm doing on this one already because I've played this map before, or this area, or whatnot. Like they're all kind of connected. So even if it's a different total map, like the buildings will be the same. So open that, get the loot. Now I'm really trying to get a lot of loot for Captain America. I have another video kind of explaining why, but just trying to level him up so I can use him as, you know, one of my companions when I'm trying to beat the last part for the DLC number 3, which is the Old Man Hawkeye. A lot of my other characters are like lower level, like 40 or even 30. I think Captain America when I started was like 30 something because I just used him via the actual game, you know, in the beginning. So I have some other characters like Kate Bishop and Black Widow that are like 70, if not really close to 70. But you know, the other players have better powers or better supers, so I think that would help me out once I beat Maestro. I will post a video to that. It might take me a little bit longer to do that one because the Black Panther expansion just came out, which is free. So as long as you have the game, if you haven't played it, you haven't touched it in a little bit, pop that baby in or load it up and you'll have the new expansion, no cost. And let me tell you, it's really fun. Like Wakanda is amazing, Black Panther, the voice, everything is nice, and even the map, I would say it's probably the best map that I've played. So there's 3 different maps that Avengers have. So it's just like the regular A-Day one, which is kind of like in the city-ish, and then you go to the Anthill, which is kind of where you meet like Kate Bishop on the second part, and then you have like the Future Wasteland, which is the Old Man Hawkeye. But Wakanda's map is pretty gnarly, and I think it got a little bit harder per se, like the fighting and the enemies and whatnot. And switching back from character to character, sometimes you just forget like what some characters can do. So if you saw me, I was kind of like bull rushing those enemies with my shield, and I had just remembered that I could do that, and so you know, I started using it a lot. And yep, I just died right there because as you saw, there was like 7 guys on me and just dead.
Nice work.
So I think earlier I went down again in this area. So if I'm not mistaken, you have technically 2 revives. So you have your regular first life, then you have 2 revives from there. If your teammates do not revive you, you will have to wait until they get to like the checkpoint, or unless they beat the mission. I ran into that a few weeks ago where literally my teammate was next to me and I was down and he did not pick me up, and I literally had to just wait to see if they were going to beat the mission. Now the mission was, I believe, one of the actual gameplay missions from part 1 of the Avengers. So it took a little bit longer. It was literally like a 45 minute like mission, because it was just so extensive, and then there was only 3 of us technically. So they didn't pick me up, and so it was just them 2, and I even left my room for like 20 minutes and came back to check, and they were still trying to beat the mission, and I was still down. So that's the only sucky part. I believe you still get your loot and whatnot even if you exit the mission, but you know, you want to get it completed. You know, that's the main goal that you're trying to do. You want to complete the mission, you want to get all the loot, you want to get all the special stuff and do that. But I couldn't do that. I actually had to quit the match and then just like forfeit pretty much. So right now we are about halfway through this mission. You could see how extensive it can be. And what you just saw now was I actually wasn't even in the area where the train was for them. I was kind of just looking around, seeing if I can get any other loot. And like I told you, it'll sync you up to wherever your characters are, or your friends, and then it'll just load you up. And so now I'm just kind of seeing what I can build up for Captain America. I actually almost got everything unlocked. I would say I just need about like 25% more. So that's pretty cool. And all the skill sets, you know, there are different between the characters. Some have more like light attacks, some have less heavy, just depending on what they're using. So this is pretty much the second part. We took an elevator somewhere, and I'm just kind of looking for boxes, because Marvel's Avengers, they have, you know, boxes and chests like in literally any spot. So a little crazy right now. You actually don't have to do all this, I believe. You can just go ahead to the door and just open the door. But I did play this part, or this room, actually in the video that's gonna be, I think after this, before this, where I already had done this too. So once I complete this, I know where I need to hit certain things. Like I think I'm going to one right now. Yeah, see right there, you gotta hit that 3 times. And so I think there's 4 of them. And then once you do all 4, and they're in pretty much just in each room. I think there's 2 in one room, I believe. So yeah, I already did this one, so I'm already kind of familiar. And then that's kind of where the game gets repetitive. It's kind of just like, you do the mission, you find the chest, you try to find the little hidden stuff, you get your loot. So there's a lot of grind in this game. But bringing out that Black Panther expansion, I think, is gonna get the game to where it needs to be. If you're familiar with like Destiny, or even if you're familiar with like Fallout 76, where it's like a group thing, you know, it's kind of similar to that. You can kind of customize your character your own way. You can buy apparel, you can do all that stuff, yada yada yada. Me, I'm just playing the game right now. I'm not really spending any money on it, because I just don't care for apparel, and this is not a game I want to spend extra money on. I can, but I just don't want to. See, that's a hidden door there. And just getting more loot, and I think the bottom of the floor in the middle opens up on this level, which it didn't on the previous video that I did. So see, the floor opens up, which is pretty cool, and then you'll get some even better loot.
We're not alone here.
Alright, so see that? It says Avengers Assemble. That's what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter where you're at in the game, you're gonna load up automatically. So even if you're in the open world part, it's gonna do that. So this is fun. This part, I've done this a few times already. Different missions, like I said. So sometimes these longer missions, they'll just put like a couple different things in there, and that's just part of the story or part of the mission storyline, you know. But I've done this area a lot already in just other missions. So pretty much you kill everybody, punch those things, the A, B, C, D. Once you've depleted all those, then you just finish off the rest of the waves, and then you move on to the next one. I will say this one was kind of difficult to beat. As you can see, we only have 3 of them down, and these big ass MFs are really hard to kill. See how they just turn around and block? It's kind of hard to parry them as well. And then, I know I'm not doing it, but I should be staying with everybody else to kind of help them out, but I'm over here trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho, so. That guy's pretty big. Those guys are pretty nuts. Dodge. That's Hawkeye for sure. Ooh, that's a nice finisher. See, he's not dead yet. He's too strong, not too weak. Try and target all those ones. It hit them. I targeted up to 3 of them, and then it goes around like that. Oh, you gotta watch out for those guys. I hate those guys. They always explode. Alright, so we are coming up on the last one here, and then we got to neutralize the area, I believe.
If you can gain control of AIM's network,
so we should be coming up to the end of this. And also to the end of our video. We are going to have about 2 minutes left. I do want to say I appreciate you guys watching. You know, even if you fast forward through the video, I still appreciate you giving me the time to kind of take a look at my gameplay, gameplay of the game, me talking your ears off. Let me know if you guys like the commentary. Haven't heard much from some of the viewers that I've had, but let me know if it's too much, too little, you want more, or you want me to just completely shut up. So let me know. So here we're just kind of seeing what other items we have. Oh, it looks like oh, so we are at 53 now after that little upgrade. So it doesn't take too much time to build up your character. You do like 2-3 missions, you could boost them up to like 10-15 more points higher. It really just depends on the mission and what goodies you get. So now we're just coming on the last bit here. This is also another mission that or section, I don't even know what to call it, mission section. I've done this section a couple times. Pretty much you have to step on it, make sure it turns blue, and then there's A, B, and C, and if there's somebody on one of them, then you have to go stop them and then recover it, and then I believe that's the end of the mission after this one. So it's pretty easy. Definitely this is a lot better with playing with actual people versus just the computer, because you know the computer's good and all, but sometimes it feels like you have to do all the work, which is only natural. But playing with other people online, they definitely know what they're doing, and some of them are, you know, level 150s or possibly even higher, so it makes people killing and defeating enemies a little bit easier. Alright, we are coming up to the last minute of this video. That means we're about to beat this mission as well. Like I said, do want to thank you guys for stopping by. If you guys can, sorry everyone, if everybody can that's watching, can subscribe if you haven't already. Share this on any platform you have. Like the video please as well. Comment on it, let me know what you guys think. Should I talk more, talk less, not talk at all? I will be posting a Apex video as well, so take a look out for that. A lot of good gameplay from Season 10. First week was kind of hard, but after that, the game seemed a little bit easier. Almost to gold ranking, so we're moving pretty good. Appreciate everyone watching. Thank you again.